Hi everyone, welcome back. This is Deborah. Merry Christmas. So what I'm doing now is I'm just trying to finish off my blues journal because I'd like to try and sign it off, get it out of the tub and have it ready. I'll probably list this one in my Etsy shop, I think. So I have got a piece of the paper that is 4 by 12 that we haven't yet used. I've also got some little pieces from an old vintage book that I picked up in an op shop, a cash book. I don't know that it's that old, but it's probably from the 80s. And that's what I'm going to be using as the centerpieces. So I fold this in half, and now I want to make sure that this will go in the center. Pretty much cut them down. They're not exactly even. And then this piece here is going to fold over, because I think that looks like, the right size. So I'll start by just putting a score line down there and bring it over. So nothing super spectacular happening today, I don't think. Just a bit of a craft along with me. If that's what you want to do today, you're looking for some company. Of course, I'm making this the day before, so it's actually Christmas Eve now here in Australia, and tomorrow I'm just going to be hanging around home and lounging by the pool with the family. Tonight we are going to, I should say, my daughters for dinner, which will be great because then I don't have to cook, because we tend to do our Christmas on Christmas Eve rather than Christmas Day. I don't particularly think that's an Australian thing at all. I just think it's something that our family like to do, so that we can just, not worry about cooking and all that stuff on Christmas Day and just pretty much do nothing. So this will go in here. Thinking I may even put these little flaps over like this. Yeah, I think I'll do that. Maybe I won't. No, I might make some pockets out of these ones. So I'm just going to measure up where the little notch has to go. I think I do want this one in the center, so I'll just put a mark at the 2-inch mark on both sides here. And let's get that one in the center as well. And because I'm using my little 1-inch round punch, I'll probably just get a tiny notch in here. That's fine. What I'm going to do later is sew down the middle of that one so that the bits are attached. And I keep turning it around the wrong way because this is the front here. I'm going to sew down the middle. So because I'm going to sew down the middle and this is really plain, I need to put something on the front of it. Just wondering if I can put something like this on it, or some of these other little bits that are here, and then maybe a piece of this lace underneath this to give it a bit more, rather than just having those on there, just put some of this on there. How does that look? I'm just going to take this edge off. I do not like the way that this edge goes like that, where they've sort of, I guess, I don't know why that goes like that, but it does. And I think that maybe something like that would look quite good to make a point of difference. I've also got these. Maybe I can stick one of those on there. Okay, I'm going to cut one of these little flowery bits off. And I can put that down there as well. Okay, I think that looks nice. Now I will find the pocket to put this booklet in. I'm not sure which pocket yet, but I'll just go through the book in a moment and find the pocket for it. And this little flower can pop down there. And then I need to find some little tags or something. I've probably got some little teeny tiny tags that can go in it. So once I've sewn that, I'll work out whereabouts I'm going to put it. So that can go over, sit by the sewing machine for a moment. Now with this piece here, I think I'm going to make another pocket. And then also what I want to do is just work out the center point of this, which which is going to be, so it's 5 3/4, so it's going to be about here, and do another little notch in here. And I want to utilize some more of that lace and things that I've got. I'm wondering what you're all doing on Christmas Day. Leave me a comment and let me know. I'd be interested to find out what everyone's up to. Do you have a traditional Christmas, or do you have more of an Australian Christmas if you live in Australia, of course, or do you have maybe a completely different Christmas because you live elsewhere? Do you have a traditional American Christmas if you're in America? Do you have a traditional roast or something else like that if you're in the UK? Yorkshire pud, as they say. I guess it just depends where you are. I'm sure we all do different things. I'm going to put some lace down on the side here rather than along the bottom, just for a point of difference more than anything. So yeah, what sort of Christmas do you have? What sort of New Year do you have? We don't do much on New Year, I must say. We tend to just stay home these days. Used to go out when we were young, of course, but not anymore. Do you decorate your house up? I used to. I don't do that anymore either for Christmas. I've got this little bit of lace here that I thought might look cute on top of that. And I don't have much left, as you can see, because I have it on this little cotton reel. I like the juxtaposition of the lovely lace with the bit of torn sort of edge. This is at the edge of the lace, but a bit of torn of the fabric. I think that that's a nice sort of look as well. I'm hoping I'll get a ride on my bike tomorrow. I've been out this morning. I've been out yesterday, of course, and tomorrow, as in Christmas Day, I'm hoping that I can get out and about and that my husband will probably come with me. There won't be many people around, so it'll be a good opportunity to do a ride while there's not too many people around. Maybe I can do a little tuck spot down here with this. Maybe I can do a little flip with this actually. If I turn it down, I think it looks like it might be a 4-inch square. And if I turn it down like this, just let me grab that, get that to cooperate a little bit for me. And there's writing in here, so I want to make sure it's up the right way. I think I'll put that one in there. I could put a little bit of lace on that, couldn't I, like that? Just that little bit of lace I've got left over. Does it look a bit silly because it's not going to the corners? Not sure about that. And I wonder if I could put something like this here with maybe, I've got the white one, maybe a piece of the white. Okay, so I'll start by sticking this piece on, because I could throw this in the bin, but I want to use it. I know it's only a tiny little piece, but you know me, I'm a bit stingy. I like to use everything. And then I will cut down this side just to give it that little edge like we did once before. And then I'll go across this way, so I have to go and cut this. Where is this pencil? Okay. I'll go across this way and then down this way. And that's going to create an upward tuck there. So I still have to cut that, and then I think what I'll do is I will cut this. I need to make this into a pocket because it's got that on the back. But this one here, and I can make this one into a little tag just by clipping these edges off. Got a little tag there now. And this one here is already, I've made that to a tag. That's a little folded bit. Got a tag here. And I'll make a tag with this one. And I've got these two, which I'll put into little tag shapes as well. And this one as well. Just working out which way is up. Yeah, that way. Plenty of bits. No, I can't use that because that's got the branding on the back. So is that. Here's another piece, like that bit that I just ripped. I won't throw that away yet, and I've got that long skinny piece. So this one here, I don't know if I'll put it on there. Maybe I'll take it onto this piece. That's this way up. I'll put a little pocket down the bottom here. So I'll just cut some of that. You know what I'm going to do with that? I might make it into two different tags. Let's see how we go with all that. Sew in the little book just by putting a stitch down the centre. So I need to find a pocket for that. I've also cut this, seeing that this is going to go up here to create a little pocket or a little up tuck or whatever you want to call it. Just making sure my writing's up the right way before I stick it. That can go up there, and then maybe I can tuck that little book in it. I have to wait till it dries, I think. Let me just wait until that dries. I think this one, I've made this one a little bit smaller on purpose. I didn't make it as high because I thought some of those little tags and things could sit in it quite nicely. And then these are the tags I was thinking of that could just pop in here because they're not too tall. And I need to jazz it up a little bit because it's all a bit too blue. I just had a bit of a thought that I might tuck a bit of this in here. So before it dries, I'm just going to pull it all the way off. And I want to put some of this in here. I'm just going to put the edge on it. I'm going to stick this down actually onto the page. Just looking at where that goes. Just seeing where that pocket went to here. I have to pull this up a little bit. Just taking it up and up a little bit more. And now I will put more glue on this and stick it down over the top of what I've just done there. And then, where's my tags gone? Here. So if I pop these in now, it's got something. I like that one. This into. You've got some of that paper showing there. When you lift that out, or even when you've got it in, you've got some paper showing. I still think I'll run a bit of this or something along the edge of it. That's probably not quite big enough. I might run some of this along it actually. Might just stick it down a bit better up the top here. There you go. I think that looks a lot better because it's got a bit of that fabric on now. It's not quite so plain. And I've got this. Now this one, I thought rather than cutting it, I'll almost cut it, and then I thought instead of cutting it, I'm going to fold it and just make it into a little bit of folded piece that you can open up. So let's look now, because I think we're at the end. Let's just push a few things out of the way and see if we can. I've still got some things I need to add in actually, but let's see if we've got everything ready. Okay, so just have to find out which one I'm going to have for the cover, and I might go with this that's got the book and the wallpaper in it. Now I've got that. Let's just start unfolding them. Got the torn piece, and also that page goes there, and I've got another piece here with the little tag that we did. And what's this one? So that's quite thick because it's got the craft paper as well as this, because remember I made two things to go in here, big tags in that center. I think I might keep that to the center. I've got a belly band with that little booklet in it, then another one that's that same page but not cut this time, and then I've got those two. I think that's it. Oh no, I've got more here. Forgot about these ones. I'm going to put this one in, and then I've got this one that I just made. So it's going to be quite big actually, this book. Be quite thick when it gets finished, when I actually sew those pieces together. And now looking at it, I might have to make some sort of cover for it, because it's quite thick. It's sticking out quite a bit here, so I think because of that I will make a cover for it. I might use one of the covers I already made actually. Yeah, maybe that's what I'll do. I'll use one of the covers I made. So let's just pop some more stuff on it and see if we can just finish it up now, so I can call it done except for the binding, and that's okay. I'm happy to finish off the binding and then work out what I'm going to do for the cover, for the, you know, the outside to hold it all together. Got a bit of that there. I'll put that on. That'll look nice. Got another bit over there. I might grab that too. And I've got that here that needs something in the pocket. That's a bit thick. I'll put a couple of tags in there. There you go. That's already got a tag. This probably needs something up here as well. Maybe I can do a bit more of this. Just rip it. And I'll rip this bit off here too, just to hide that transition. And I've got a bit of transition there as well, so I'm wondering if I can grab some more of that lace wherever I put the lace here, and put this little bit down here too. Alright, now let's keep flipping to see what else we've got, which needs pockets and which doesn't. Now I think I was going to have this as the cover, wasn't I? So I better switch this over. Now I want something for in here, because that's quite a good pocket in there. I think that's too big still to go in there. Maybe I'll pop this one in. Yep. And what else? I'll move some of these pages around so like these two aren't together. because that looks all a bit bland there. I may end up doing some more lace and stuff with this. And this one. And then on the back. So I've got a few things. I've got this here. Where is this little bland one I saw? And I was just seeing if I had any other little clips. I can put that one in there, couldn't I? Yep. I'm wondering if it's worthwhile just going through and sewing these little bits of leftover lace and fabric on top of these things. I think that might be a good idea too. I'll get on to that. Just make it a bit more nice, I think. And I was going to put that in there. I was just kind of waiting for that to dry a little, but it seems like it's dry enough now. And it's going to be really chunky, really chunky. No, I didn't make that into a pocket, did I? So I've still got a couple more things that need to go in. I've got that, and I've got 2 tags. So for now, I'll just tuck them in there, and then I'll work out what I'm going to do about them. But I pulled out these. Now, first of all, I have this, which is an Ex Libris. It's a vintage, book piece that goes in the front of your book. So I'm sure I've told you this before, but back in the day, I don't know, maybe people still do it now. They had their own sort of pieces printed like this, and they stuck these in the front of their books, and they were always very fancy. They always said Ex Libris, which means like of the book or something in Latin, and then they had their name down here. So this is a very elaborate one, and I was wondering if I can pop this somewhere in this book, like maybe on the back page even, because I like to put like a vintage item of some sort onto my books. I was going to put it on the inside cover, but that's not going to work unless I switch one of these front pages over like to one of this and put that there, which I may well do. Okay, so I just have to do that before I stitch it. And then I've got some of these. These are the chipboard pieces that I used last time, and I'm wondering what I can do. So I just want to punch that bit of stuff out of there, because I just saw this and wondered if I could thread this through. I'll try and thread it and see if it'll go through this hole. It should. Okay. And just tie it up, which is going to be tiny, but should still work if I can get my fingers to go around. So this is going to be the second page in the book. So when you open it, you'll see the Ex Libris. As I said, they normally went on the inside front cover. And since I can't do that, I'll put that one in there instead. I might put the bicycle here. I like the bicycle. So these pieces now, they're just decorative, just to, enhance it a little bit. Forgot to put that back in there. I'm wondering what else I can put on that. I might have to work on that later. Now on the back of this, which is the little tag or tab I put in the other day, I want to put a piece, and that seems to work just fine there. And down here, I never was happy with this, was I? And I think I'm going to put this little House of Roses sign, and that's going to make me happier than what I was with it. Here you go. We'll stick that down there. I'm wondering if I've got a little something, a little bird, a little, maybe, hang on, I've got something here that's tiny. Maybe I can put a little rose up there. Or a little, what is this? Oh, this is a little beetle. I like that because it's picking up the red. But then I've got the sign which says House of Roses, so maybe I should do the rose. Actually, here's a little white rose. Ah, that looks better. The other one was a bit too pink. Oh, perfect. I knew something had come along that had made me feel that this was nicer. Now with this, I think I'm going to put it here so that it creates that round thing up the top. So to do that, you just need to put glue on half. Now I've already cut that notch, so I really need to be careful and not to put glue so that the notch, the area where the notch is, doesn't, it sticks, and therefore you won't be able to use the pocket. I don't necessarily want to use all these, I just thought that I might put some on to enhance what I've done with the book and to get that sort of more of the pink going through to offset the blue. I think I do want something down here though. I'll put the wheelbarrow down there. I could put the table and chairs down there. Let's see. It's even got a little bird sitting on the seat. And a bit of lace across here to hide the stitching. I think I've got a bit that I ripped before. Yeah, this bit. There you go. That can go down there. And I think really that's going to be it. I might have to go through and put a few more enhancements in. The other thing I'm thinking is I can probably, because it is so thick, I can probably take it and split it so that I've got like 2 or 3 signatures, because there's more there as well. This isn't all of them, and I've got a lot of stuff going on with this one. So, you know, like even these two, I can split this into 2 signatures, and then I can get the rest of the stuff I've got here and make a 3rd signature. So I might split this into 2 or 3 signatures, because it's quite a lot. But I'm really happy with how it turned out. And yeah, it was a little bit of work, but I love all these little bits of lace and things all over it. And I might put some more of the pictures through it. I mean, there's still a bit that I can do. I will go ahead and find all the tags that are in it and sew a bit of fabric to the top of them, because I quite like that sort of the look of the fabric sewn to things. And it's in keeping with how I've done the journal. And you know, all these other little bits of lace and things that I've done. So I think that's enough for now, and I'll sign off. Thanks very much for watching, everyone. Hope you had a great Christmas day. This is Deborah. Cheers.